I first decided to study sociology at the end of year 9 because I thought it sounded quite interesting, and it was not like anything that I'd ever studied before, because obviously previous to your GCSE choices your subjects are quite basic, so I just thought that it sounded a little bit different from everything else, because obviously other subjects are quite straightforward and a lot of the time they generally have one answer, particularly things like maths and science. Everything's pretty generic and you either know the answer or you don't. Sociology benefits other subjects because it gives you the ability to articulate arguments successfully. So if you're investigating a certain issue, it really helps you to look at the many different views of that certain issue rather than jumping straight to a conclusion, which is really, really useful in any subject really. So it benefits you across the board to have sociology as a GCSE or an A-level. It's also really good for essay writing skills, things like structure and that sort of thing, which obviously you're going to need for a lot of your subjects. And it's helped me prepare for uni really, really well, because as I said before about the way that it helps you articulate your arguments, that was really important for me because I got an interview at Cambridge and they test you quite a lot and they really, really challenge you and ask you a lot of different questions. And I honestly feel like having a GCSE and A-level in sociology really, really helped me understand how to approach questions from loads of different angles so that you don't give a biased conclusion, because that's really important, especially because at university your lecturers want to see that you can look at many sides of the story rather than coming from your own biased view. Well, it may be biased anyway. Lucky enough, I was actually given an offer to study at Cambridge. I'm going to study human, social and political science, so part of that will be sociology, but I'll also be doing things like psychology and politics and anthropology. But I feel like my history in studying sociology definitely is a lot to do with me getting my place. I've got no doubt in my mind about it. I think hopefully I'll major in it in my degree. I just think it's such an interesting subject and it teaches you to look at the world in so many different ways. I developed a passion for it when I started it at GCSE because you look at issues in ways that you've never even thought about before, and it's really, really eye-opening, and it's just so interesting because you'll be reading something and then it'll just click in your head and you'll think, oh my god, why didn't that occur to me before to think about that in that way? So it's just really, really engaging, and I found studying it really enjoyable. I'd recommend it to anyone at GCSE, A-level and beyond.